Another day, another episode on Citizens TV. Back again with another video for you. You know where it is, content dropping every single day. So make sure you're subscribed, you're tuned in, and you've turned on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our videos. And yeah, this is the Everton match preview. I can't lie to you, this one I am not looking forward to at all. This is one of those fixtures where when the schedule comes out in the beginning of the season, you look at and be like, oh, that along with Selhurst Park away, Anfield away, and Goodison Park. Nah, those stadiums, they have something in them. And the Tottenham Stadium as well. We're yet to win at the Tottenham Stadium. We're yet to even score a goal at the Tottenham Stadium. So sometimes we do struggle away. Our away record is fairly decent, but Goodison Park, man, is one of those stadiums where there's just something about it. Like, honestly, old ancient British stadium where the fans are loud, the fans stand up, the fans are very vocal, and you can even hear them through the TV. The fans shout at every single challenge, foul. They want everything their way. If they score a goal, they roar so loudly. I can't lie, it's just a tough ground, and it's so tight as well. Like, the fans are so close to the pitch. I don't know how players do it, but yeah, man. And it's also a game that came at the wrong time. I always say that games that come in between Champions League ties are the worst, because players, I don't know how players do it, because it's so hard to turn off your emotions after coming off a big away leg in the Champions League against Real Madrid, turning off your emotions, preparing mentally for this game, and yeah, just coming into this game. How do players do it? I have no idea. How does Pep do it? I have no idea. But yeah, it's got to be done. Listen, at this stage of the season, you can't really start to complain. Once you start to complain and let the pressure get to you, that's when you can bottle things. That's when you can let things slip. So I think the players know this. I think the players are going to address it in a professional way. But I must say, man, I am nervous for this game. I don't really get that nervous for Man City games, but I can't lie to you. Yeah, man, this one could be a potential slip up. I've said it, like, this could be a potential slip up. In terms of the game itself, I have no idea what Pep is going to do, how he's going to set up, what players he's going to play, if he's going to rotate heavy, considering we've got Real Madrid next week, midweek on Wednesday. The only good thing about this fixture is that we had a long break, like 5 days I think it is, from when we last played against Real Madrid. Obviously enough time for the players to recover physically and mentally and prepare for this game. Enough time for Pep to set up his tactics and prepare for this game. But the negative is that after this game, there's only 2 whole days, or 2 days where you can where Pep can operate and put in tactics for the Real Madrid game. That's a midweek, because the game finishes on Sunday, finishes around 4 p.m. Then players travel back another 2 hours. So there's not really much time for Pep to set up for the Real Madrid game. I don't know how he's going to do it. But the schedule is hectic, you know. But that's what happens when you're fighting on all fronts, when you're going for a treble chase or trying to create history. So you can't really complain, you know, can't really let the pressure get to you. But yeah, usually I have an idea of what Pep wants to do in a certain game. Well, let's get this straight. No one in the whole world can predict what Pep Guardiola is gonna do in a game. This guy overthinks. He plays players left back, Bernardo Silva at left back. He plays defenders in midfield. He plays no strikers. He does whatever he wants to do with his players. So it's hard to predict. But sometimes you get an idea of what he wants to do in games. And listen, whatever he does, I'm pretty sure it's going to be enough for us to win the game. Hopefully, inshallah. And yeah, to be honest, in terms of Everton themselves, obviously the whole season They've been just sat in the relegation zone, bouncing in and out of the relegation zone. But to be honest, today's fixtures might have helped them a little bit. Obviously, Nottingham Forest getting a draw at Chelsea. You know, if Chelsea beaten Nottingham Forest, it would have been better for Everton. But Nottingham Forest were winning that game, and Chelsea came back. And then Chelsea scored again, and then Nottingham Forest nicked a draw with our knees header. So, Everton are kind of safe. They're not fully safe, but they're kind of safe. Out of the teams that are in the relegation zone, so Southampton, Leicester, and Leeds. Obviously, Leeds getting a draw today. They're basically 80% down. Southampton are officially relegated after losing today to Fulham. And yeah, the last teams are Leicester, who play Liverpool on Monday. Everyone's predicting a Liverpool win. I'm expecting a Liverpool win, to be honest. I don't think Leicester have anything in them. So I think Leicester are down as well. So Everton are kind of safe because they've picked up that massive win last week against Brighton, beating them 5-1. That really pushed and cemented. Not really cemented, but they've made a big step towards being safe and staying in the division, whilst teams around them such as Leeds dropping points today at Newcastle, Southampton getting obviously beaten, Leicester playing Liverpool, but they're not really picked up any results in the past few games. So Everton are kind of healthy. A loss for Everton tomorrow is not the biggest. It's not the worst result in the world for them. Because they have 2 other fixtures where they can bounce back. And listen, I think the thing that will keep Everton up are the teams around them. The teams around them, I think, will continue to drop points in the coming games. Obviously, Leicester have a couple tricky games as well. Leeds as well. Leicester have to go to Newcastle away to get a win. That's not likely. So Everton will look at this fixture and be like, you know what? We're going to go for it. If we don't win it, it's not the end of the world. If we get a draw, that'll also be good. But yeah, for us, we can't do that. We can't afford to do anything. The only thing we can afford to do is keep on winning, because Arsenal are breathing down our necks. They're piling up the pressure. What we did to them the whole season, chasing them, now they're doing that to us. So we can't afford to slip up in any game. 4 games remaining. A win tomorrow means that in the last 3 games you only have to win once. Imagine being told that in the beginning of the season, where if you win one of your last 3 games, you're crowned Premier League champions. Win one of the last 3 games and draw and a loss in the other 2 games, or 2 draws, you're Premier League champions. So let's hope that we get the win tomorrow. In terms of predicted 11, I can't lie to you. I think it'll be a heavily rotated side, but obviously this is just my guess because Pep Guardiola is a madman. He does whatever he wants. He overthinks his big bold head. We don't know what he's gonna do. We might even see Haaland at left back. I'm not even joking. If you're left-footed, you can go play at left back. Not joking. Edison in CDM. Who knows? And yeah, I think it will be Edison in goal. I think Rico Lewis will come back into the squad after that phenomenal performance against Leeds. I think John Stones might be rested. I think Diaz will come into the team. Laporte will come into the team, and I think Akanji will play again. Obviously, Ake is getting better, but he's not fully fit, so he can't really feature in this game. Midfield is gonna have to be Rodri again, because Calvin Phillips, Pep seems to not rely on this guy one bit. So he will not play. I can guarantee that 90% it will be Rodri. I think it will be De Bruyne. I think De Bruyne has to play. I think we need goals early as well, so we need chances created. I think Gundo will play, because Gundo had a meh against Real Madrid. Wasn't the best performance, but last week against Leeds he played phenomenally. In terms of wings, I think Foden will come into the starting 11. Grealish will get a rest, and Mahrez as well. Potentially, we might see We might see a two-striker formation where Alvarez and Haaland start and Mahrez gets rested as well. So we don't know what's going to happen, but all I'm hoping for is that whatever teams he sets out tomorrow will get the job done. Because listen, if we play our game, yes, Everton are kind of informed. They're at home, tough place to go. Fans are right behind them. Them Scousers, you know how they are. They're very rude. They're very, loud. They, what I'm saying, like they're not a friendly crowd. They're not a friendly crowd. So whatever happens tomorrow, I believe that the team we put out tomorrow is good enough to get the job done. Otherwise, we don't deserve to be Premier League champions. If you cannot beat Everton, who are sat, was it 17th or 16th in the table, then you don't deserve to be Premier League champions. So the boys got to look at that and be like, you know what, this is a fixture that if we don't focus and if we don't take it professionally and seriously, then it could be a potential slip up, and it could be a potential, give Arsenal hope to come back into the title and cause unnecessary drama. Because I can guarantee you, if we drop points tomorrow, the internet will explode. You'll get Sky Sports News will be like, oh, Arsenal are back in the title race, Man City drop points. That's what they want. They want headlines. And that's going to cause even more pressure on our players who have a Champions League to look forward to. So we want to kill off any hope for Arsenal. Don't give them a single sniff of hope, not a simple glimmer of hope. And yeah, address the game professionally. In terms of scoreline, I think I'm going for a 3-1 win. I think Haaland will get on the score sheet. That's now 2 games he hasn't scored, against Leeds and Real Madrid. So I think we'll be hungry. I think De Bruyne will go on the score sheet as well. We might even see Foden on the score sheet. Obviously, he hasn't had much game time in the past few weeks, but obviously tomorrow I predict him to start. And yeah, let's get the dub tomorrow. It's got to be anything less than a win. I think that will blow the title race wide open. It'll put Arsenal right back into the title race. That game in hand won't even matter that much if you don't pick up the points, because now the games are starting to become, there's no more games. Games like, 3 or 4 games left. Like there's no time. There's no way we can ever drop points, because if we do, that's just gonna cause problems. So yeah, that was the Everton match preview. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.